Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Everyone, welcome to the show. So 40-year-old Indiana resident, Army veteran, and Oath Keeper Michael Greene was sentenced for his participation in the Capitol attack. As with the other Oath Keeper sentencing videos, I'm not going to go into all of the specifics of Greene's case. I did that when I was covering the trial. So if you want to watch a full breakdown of what all took place in the trial, I have an Oath Keepers trial playlist that's set up on Raw News and Politics. So you guys can see everything that I covered in detail for that trial, or the numerous trials. But here's the basics and the final outcome for Greene. Greene was arrested on June 23rd of 2022, and in an 8th superseding indictment, he was charged with conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstructing an official proceeding, conspiracy to prevent an officer from discharging his or her duties, entering a restricted building or grounds, and tampering with documents. Greene refused a plea deal, and following a multi-week trial, Greene was found guilty by a jury of only one misdemeanor count of entering restricted grounds. So he was facing up to 1 year in prison, 1 year of probation, and $100,000 in fines. And in this case, the prosecutor requested the full prison term. They wanted 1 full year. And at the sentencing hearing, Greene told the court, quote, "I'm not an oath keeper. I took a job." So Greene says, I was hired to protect these VIPs. That was the only thing I agreed to. I'm not an actual oath keeper. That was not what the prosecutor said. Greene, who's a black man, also said, quote, "The only thing I'm guilty of is working for an organization of white folks that high-end white folks consider to be unfavorable white folks." Not really. So U.S. District Judge Amit Mehta presided over Greene's case, and he pointed out that Greene never actually entered the Capitol. He also said that Greene wasn't involved in the Oath Keepers group chats, which took place prior to the attack, and, quote, "We frankly don't have a great deal of insight into what his political views were or what he thought about the election outcome." So essentially he was saying, they can't determine motive because there's just nothing to go on. So Judge Mehta added, quote, "The jury did not find Mr. Greene guilty of the most serious offenses with which he was charged. That was their verdict, and we have to respect that, just as we ask the public to accept the guilty verdicts of others." With that, Greene was sentenced to only 2 years of probation and 60 hours of community service. So not the outcome we would have liked, but the jury and the judge had made their decisions based on the facts at hand. Unfortunately, like he said, there was nothing else to go on. So they couldn't attribute motive. They couldn't, determine if in fact he planned on attacking the Capitol or if he was telling the truth and he was just hired to do a job and in the wrong place at the wrong time. If I hear any more, I will let you know. I mean, I personally am not buying it, but again, we can't go off of feelings. We have to base it on facts. All right. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it with others. Please become a subscriber if you have not already. Please become a supporter of the show. Links are down below in the description box on YouTube and on the podcast. If you guys can help out with a monthly donation, that is hugely beneficial in keeping the show going long term. So really, really appreciate all of you. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.